So g'day everyone, I thought I'd take this time to show you a little tour of my humble little unit here in cold, wet winter in Australia. So I figured I'd start with the entryway to the unit, and as you can see, or you'll see by the end of the video, that my figures should actually start paying rent. They're taking up a lot of real estate. So down here we got the Adventure Series collection, as you can see. Basically got all of them except for the Temple Escape Indy, which is basically the same as the Raiders Indy anyway. It just comes with a plastic dice and a idle. And excuse the shaky camera work. Here we've got the bottom of my bookshelves. Some assorted Marvel villainy, which goes into my X-Men. And up to the top of the bookshelf, we've got an assortment of some of my favourite villains of all time. I'm sure they don't need any introduction. King Conan doesn't look too pleased to be sharing the shelf with them, but I'm sure he could take care of them. And a bit of the DVD collection. I don't know if you can really see him down there, but there's a Solid Snake from Metal Gear 4, one of my all-time heroes. Looking after the consoles. Basically a stack of what I'm playing at the moment. And I have pre-ordered the Cobra Rattler too, so it's going to be interesting trying to fit that into the small unit, but it's a good problem to have. Wow. It's a bit glary. Some essential reading. I only picked this up a couple of months ago, and looking forward to the second volume. Those Yellow Park Transformers are awesome. So I picked them up the other day. Sorted video game collection. We've got some of the Cobra hierarchy. The Emperor himself. The usual suspects. Now I've tried to arrange these into order of G.I. Joes and Cobras. There is a Night Creeper creeping in there, but you know, that's his namesake. And onto the Cobras. Now, I was originally going to start as a Cobra collector and just get Cobra, but there were a number of Joes I had as a kid that I wanted to repurchase, and ones that I always wanted, like Shipwreck and Dusty. So I figured I'll be very select with the Joes, but I'm pretty much all in on all the Cobras I can get my hands on. Now, the HasLab for the Hiss tank I had to get off AliExpress, so over here in Australia that was definitely the iron price. But I don't really drink all that much, and I certainly don't smoke, so I've got to spend my money on something. It's sort of structured in a hierarchy, so I've got the Cobra High Command up the top. Down into a Python patrol. I've just found it easier for storage purposes just to keep some figures still in their boxes, because I just do not have the real estate to display them in this tiny little unit. One day if I get a bigger place, I definitely will open them up and hopefully put them on display a little bit more substantial. But there you go, there's the Iron Grenadiers. Just to give you some context, it's pretty much the whole whole corner there. So I have no idea where I'm going to put the Rattler, provided EB Games don't mess up my pre-order, which they've been doing a lot lately, so I'm a bit nervous about that one. Now here we've got my little Dreadnought corner. And you can tell how cold it is here in Australia because Zartan is blue. It's basically my thermometer. And yeah, this was my latest edition. I got really fortunate and found this in a local comic store in Melbourne. And my heart goes out to all my fellow American collectors because I know how difficult this is to obtain over there. And I just got lucky. I actually found it a week ago and I was thinking about it and let it sit there all week and came back and luckily it was still there. So happy to add that to the collection. And yeah, like I said, I hope all my colleagues in America get theirs. So that's basically my entire lounge room. I'll go into the bedroom here. My reading material. At the moment, I'm reading the old Mirage Turtle compilations, which are awesome. Picked up the latest Dick Tracy. A lot of essential reading. And in this cupboard here, I've got a number of figures that I just don't have room for in the main area. But just because they're not on display doesn't mean they're any less valuable to me. It's a more assorted Black Series. And the girls. I realised I was collecting NECA before I even knew what NECA was. So that's an old set. You can tell by how faded the stickers are on it. Who's this guy? It's only bloody me. There's actually Boba Fett down there, but he's hard to see because of the glare and lack of lighting. Here's another cupboard I prepared earlier, so it's the rest of my Jada Street Fighters. I'm just getting all of the classic versions of each character. I don't need all the Player 2 versions. So I'm looking forward to getting Vega, who should be next. I keep all my packaging, so yeah, there's a lot of boxes and packets. My very select DC multiverse. I'm basically just getting Batman and the Rogues Gallery. And I just picked up this the other day as well, the Shore Trooper, Death Trooper 2-pack, which was a pretty penny here in Australia, let me tell you. But a cool set. And yeah, it's kind of good keeping them in the packets because you can at least stack them a bit, I suppose. Once again, sorry for the shaky camera angle, or camera work rather. I trained as an actor to be in front of the camera and not behind it. Although these days we're expected to film our own auditions, so that's always fun. Probably why I'm not getting any work. Now, I ordered Han Solo at the same time, and of course EB got Chewbacca in for me, but I'm still waiting on Han Solo despite pre-ordering them and putting my deposit down at the same time. But it is what it is. And it's basically the foot of my bed. More Pack of turtles. These are the only Super 7 products that I own because I guess the nostalgia got me. And those that listen to me in the chats know I'm a huge Punisher fan, and I was really looking forward to getting that Punisher box set, Bushwhacker and all, but really wasn't readily available here in Australia, so I kind of missed out on that one. We got more Sorted Black series. Like I said, I'd like a bigger place so I could put on a more permanent display. It's pretty ad hoc at the moment, but so those that know obviously know they're in some semblance of order. The Cabal and the Dark Reign. And more supernatural occult characters. And the Dark Avengers, which I'm hoping to complete that team. And I just picked up this Man-Thing on special the other day, which was almost half price, which was fantastic. And a mate helped me get that off Amazon, so I was very happy with that at the price I got him for. And yeah, so it's basically my whole unit, apart from the kitchen and bathrooms, but I'm sure you don't want to see that. There's no toys there. And I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank everyone that's actually subscribed to my channel. It's more than I was ever expecting, and I really appreciate it. And I really love hanging out with you guys in the chats. You really help the weeks go by, and that's boring. Why am I showing you a brick wall? And yeah, just once again, really appreciate you all, and look forward to catching up with you in the chats. And hopefully one day getting over to the States and meeting a majority of you for real would be fantastic. So yeah, all good. I'll see you on the next one.